EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the...
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in one. I put my foot on, I got to put on, I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one, pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton, receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon, okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change, okay, I might pass the ball but this is no game, okay, all my girls they love and hate me the same, okay, so when I die I ain't gonna be from old age, somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now, right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound, somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now, throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby, receptionist, what now, 11 a.m., check out, might give her 1 foul, just to tell her it's one now, how come, I need rest, no recess, now half the meals got tentacles, half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes, but I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match, and plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions, and I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway from Heinz Field.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
McClellan, and from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw on third down, Rutherford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on second down, Rutherford. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
58 to Mike. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On third down, Rutherford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On the ready. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. It's our time. It's our time.
They'll run on first down. It's James. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Shit. No. Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go. 18, Gator. 55. Check right, check right. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Switch.
Right back to him on first down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strip that ball. Undercross. General West. Check three. Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Watch the screen. That's a what? Hey, watch it. Hey, Haywood. 58.
To throw on 3rd down. Bray. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to give that big advantage early.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. 10 logo. Mike, 58, right there. Tackle.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bray. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Come on. We better know.
The Broncos send out their punter now. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Rutherford. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Rutherford. Screen pass to Connor. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go.
Now a give, right side. McClellan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Looking to throw. Rutherford. This is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 35 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now Bray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Stop your body. Check, crunch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Check, 55 to mine. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
58, boys, 58, Mike. Here we go.
From the gun, Bray. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and goal, Denver.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Back to throw. Bray hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Mike, 58, right there. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's our field.
To throw on 2nd down, Rutherford. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Rutherford. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Throwing on 1st down, Rutherford. And this one complete to Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The final shot before Bray. Bray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Bray. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down.
Ready, ready.
Get the mic. Time to go. Night. Tie it left. You got 3 down.
Take go.
On 1st down, Bray. This is the tight end Fant. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, complete. That's Shaw. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Bray. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
58 to Mike. Here we go.
2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
58, Mike. I got you, boy. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go get
On 3rd down, Bray. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Where's your 52? 52's the mic. Hey, get in the weight room. Shut up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rutherford. He's got Smith here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd down, McClellan. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Let's go. Henry. Yeah, Mike. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
On 1st down, Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. I got 83. Me. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2, Mike 5. Ready.
Looking to throw. Rutherford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
52, Mike 52. It's a party now.
To throw on 3rd down. Rutherford. Open man. Completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
What's tight? Tight is right. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Mike 52. Let's go one more. New Mike 52.
On 4th down, Rutherford. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Check three. 81. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Bray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Here we go.
This quarterback now, just 1 misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's 1st down. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Bray. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 6. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready?
Throwing again. Bray. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. From the gun, Bray. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On fourth down, Bray. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to him on first down. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 32-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Check. 52's to Mike. What?
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Check.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. I'm trying to collect.
On second down, McClellan trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Here we go.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
6, 4, 3, check. Go. Check.
Off play action. Rutherford. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down and then some. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. So this one in.